favorite gems also have different grades. Huge price difference.
Hi Andy, my friend also bought these two more rubies. The seller said they are both heat treated. Can you have a look of these two stones and do you think either of them are pigeon blood ruby?
Well, yes, the color is not as dark and a little brighter than that heart-shaped one I looked at before, but neither of these are pigeon blood. They're not a vivid red. The saturation isn't strong enough. So let's take a look and see what the microscope can tell us again. Yes, this stone is definitely heat treated, but there is also something else present, something that we call residue. In the heat treatment process, they'll heat the ruby to a certain temperature to remove the purple color component, to make it brighter and less of a purple red color. Now, sometimes they'll also take it to a higher temperature with a powder, a white powder that is often borax. And they will do this because the crystal will have fractures that reach the surface. So if you have a high temperature and you have the ingredients for ruby, which is what this ruby provides, and you have a flux or a catalyst that can induce growth, there will be a new growth inside the fracture, and it will be what they call heal the fracture. But it will often trap some of this borax inside the healed fracture, and we call this the residue. It'll say on reports evidence of thermal enhancement, and then H1, H2, or H3. That is designating how much residue is present. H1, the least amount of residue, that range, and the H3 range is the most amount of residue. So if you have a ruby that has been heat treated, and it also says, besides thermal enhancement, H1, same size, same quality ruby, that stone will often be less per carat in the trade than one with no residue that just says thermal enhancement. Let's take a look at this other ruby. I'm curious now, does this have residue also? And how much residue is present? It's very obvious. This has residue present also, but this is an H2. In fact, I would say in the H2 range, it's getting kind of close to H3. This ruby, same size, same quality as a ruby with H1. This ruby would be a lower per carat price in the trade. So as you can see with heat treatment, you need to really pay attention to the comment and to all the designations besides evidence of thermal enhancement.
I got it.
Oh, and let me show you something. This stone was faceted and then sawn in half, and they left this side no heat. You can see this particular stone is dark, probably has a high iron content. The iron content can add purple, it can make the stone darker, and they heated this side. The heat has altered the state of the iron, so now the stone has less purple, the stone is brighter. The same exact stone, after cutting, you can see the difference in how pure that red color is and how bright that red color. And this is commonly why they heat treat rubies. Now, some rubies with no heat are top, beautiful pigeon blood red color. They don't need anything. But some rubies are dark, and by heating it, they give it a better color, make it more saleable.
Thank you, Andy.
My pleasure.